The earthworm is a small, segmented invertebrate that belongs to the class Oligochaeta. Earthworms are commonly found in soil, where they play a critical role in maintaining soil health and fertility. Often referred to as nature's tillers, they help break down organic matter, aerate the soil, and enhance nutrient cycling. Their simple yet efficient biology makes them essential for ecosystems around the world. Earthworms have long, cylindrical bodies that are segmented into multiple rings called annuli. Each segment is covered in tiny bristles known as setae, which help them move through the soil. Earthworms lack a skeleton, relying on their muscles and hydrostatic skeleton, fluid-filled compartments within their body, to maintain shape and mobility. Their bodies are typically reddish-brown or pinkish-gray, but this can vary depending on the species and soil conditions. The earthworm's body tapers at both ends, with the anterior end, head, being slightly more pointed and the posterior end, tail, being more rounded. Earthworms have no eyes, but they are sensitive to light, vibrations, and chemicals in the environment through special cells on their skin. Their mouth is located on the front end, and they use it to consume soil and organic matter. Earthworms are found in moist soils all over the world, from forests and grasslands to agricultural fields and gardens. They prefer environments rich in organic matter where they can burrow and feed. However, earthworms are sensitive to extreme conditions, such as very dry, hot, or frozen soils. In unfavorable conditions, they may burrow deeper into the soil or enter a state of estivation, summer dormancy, or hibernation. Earthworms are most commonly seen after rain when the ground is moist and easy to move through. They thrive in temperate climates but can also be found in tropical and subtropical regions, where soil conditions allow for their survival. Earthworms are detritivores, meaning they feed on decaying organic matter such as dead leaves, roots, and other plant material. As they move through the soil, they consume it, digest the organic nutrients, and excrete the remaining material as castings. These castings are nutrient-rich and greatly benefit the soil by improving its texture, fertility, and water retention capacity. Earthworms have a simple but effective digestive system. Food enters through their mouth and passes into the pharynx, then to the crop, where it is temporarily stored. From there, it moves to the gizzard, where it is ground up by muscular contractions and tiny soil particles that act as grinding agents. The food then passes into the intestine, where nutrients are absorbed before the waste is expelled. Earthworms move through the soil using a process called peristalsis, in which their circular and longitudinal muscles contract and expand rhythmically. The setae on each segment help anchor them as they push forward. Earthworms are capable of burrowing deep into the soil, often reaching depths of 6 feet or more. Their movement aerates the soil, allowing air, water, and nutrients to penetrate deeper layers. Although earthworms are generally solitary creatures, they do interact with each other, particularly during the breeding season. Earthworms are highly sensitive to vibrations, which help them detect potential threats like predators. When disturbed, they can retract quickly into their burrows to escape danger. Earthworms are hermaphrodites, meaning they possess both male and female reproductive organs. During mating, 2 earthworms align ventrally and exchange sperm, which they store in specialized sacs. After mating, each earthworm will produce cocoons, in which fertilization occurs. These cocoons are deposited in the soil, and after a few weeks, tiny juvenile earthworms emerge. Earthworms can reproduce multiple times throughout the year, especially in favorable conditions with moist soil and abundant food. While they can regenerate parts of their body, this ability is limited to a few segments, and severe injury can result in death. Earthworms are ecosystem engineers, playing a vital role in improving soil structure and fertility. As they burrow, they create tunnels that allow air and water to penetrate the soil, enhancing aeration and drainage. Their burrowing also helps break up compacted soil, making it easier for plant roots to grow and access nutrients. The castings left behind by earthworms are rich in nutrients, particularly nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, which are essential for plant growth. Earthworms help recycle organic matter, breaking down leaves and plant debris into simpler forms that plants can use. This process improves soil fertility and promotes healthier ecosystems. Earthworms are vulnerable to predators, including birds, small mammals, reptiles, and amphibians. Their primary defense is to burrow deep into the soil, where they are less likely to be detected. They can also sense vibrations, allowing them to retreat quickly when predators approach. Additionally, some earthworm species secrete slime, which helps them move and can make them less palatable to predators. However, their soft bodies and lack of specialized defenses make them an easy target for many animals. The lifespan of an earthworm varies depending on the species and environmental conditions. In favorable conditions, some species can live for 4 to 8 years, though many earthworms in the wild do not survive that long due to predation or environmental factors. In captivity, with optimal care, earthworms can live longer. Earthworms are generally abundant and not considered endangered, but their populations can be affected by soil degradation, pesticides, and urbanization. Agricultural practices, such as excessive tilling and the use of chemical fertilizers and pesticides, can reduce earthworm populations by disrupting their habitat and contaminating their food sources. However, sustainable farming practices like no-till farming and the use of organic fertilizers encourage healthy earthworm populations, which in turn benefit the soil and crops. Earthworms are also used in vermiculture, where they are cultivated to produce compost from organic waste. Earthworms are simple yet highly beneficial organisms that play a crucial role in maintaining soil health and supporting ecosystems. Through their burrowing and feeding habits, they improve soil structure, promote plant growth, and help decompose organic matter.